Hey everybody, and welcome to our series on how to play Westbound, the game of revolvers and rituals, magic and magnums. Today we're going to show you how to do the basic setup, how to adventure within the world, and how to rest after a weary day on the trail. To start your day, you begin with a full deck of 52 cards. Make sure the deck has all 52 cards in it at the start. Now we're going to lay down our base foundation. This is your character's health and tolerance for injury throughout the day. Lay down the card face down on the right side of your deck. Some characters are tougher and they have a larger intake for injury, so they'll be able to actually lay down multiple cards down here. This would be for ogres or diamond suit characters. On the road to adventure, there are bound to be obstacles, and all obstacles can be overcome with checks. To perform a check, draw a card from the top of the deck. The number on the card is the value, with the crown cards, jacks, queens, and kings all counting as a value of 10. The goal of any check is to draw a card with a value that exceeds the complication. Cards used for the checks go to face up into the discard pile, which is located at the left side of your deck. The difficulty of a check is based off the complications set by the Game Master. The most common complications are simple, tough, and severe. These are usually checks that anyone could potentially perform, such as climbing through a window or scanning a long page for a single word. When your check's value exceeds the complication, the check succeeds. When the value is lower or equal to the complication, the check fails. A failure may result in wasted energy for the character, or they might become injured, or any number of other negative effects determined by the Game Master. There are multiple difficulty of complications which require proficiency in certain skills to perform. These complications are absurd, futile, and hopeless. A character who is proficient in a skill can draw 2 cards during a check instead of 1, and add the values together, 2 cards. Proficient characters can overcome complications that others just can't, such as picking a lock or breaking a steel chain by pulling on it. Your deck is your stamina for the day. As you discard cards, making checks and attacks, your character slowly becomes tired until eventually your entire deck is in the discard pile and you're completely exhausted for the day. Now that the discard pile is growing, we can talk about resting. There are 3 types of rest. There's a full rest, a short rest, and a breather. Breathers are the shortest forms of rest, only taking 5 minutes in-game, and can be done with characters while they travel and scout out. Breather allows a player to shuffle their entire discard pile, or half of it, putting half of it into the out-of-game pile, and half of it right back into their deck. Always make sure to put the out-of-game pile on the left side of the discard pile so we don't confuse it, as well as keeping it face down. Short rests include much lighter activities such as cooking, wrapping wounds, and keeping watch. Short rest lasts about 1 hour and allows the character to recover from wounds they may have lost. Players can add cards to the base foundation if they have lost them, up to their maximum, and remove 5 cards from the game for each foundation lost this way. Full rest require very limited activities, generally implying intense rest such as sleeping. Full rest can take at least 8 hours to complete, but at the end the character can shuffle all 52 cards right back into the deck. And that's very basics for adventuring in Westbound. Make sure to check out our other videos, follow us on Twitter, and download the free version at westboundgame.com.
Feels so nice. I turned it on twice.